Good evening. Thank you to everyone that is joining us virtually. I scheduled this event because I believe that it is important to make sure that you all are informed, and it might be helpful if I walk you through the Pinellas County School Board website so that you can access these materials on your own. So if you type in pcsb.org, that will give you access to Pinellas County Schools website. And today's topic is the superintendent search. At this time, there have been several forums. If you look here at the scrolling header on the PCSB website, you can see that so far two superintendent search forums have occurred. When you click that icon, it takes you to the superintendent search website. And on here, you'll have access to the superintendent search opinion survey. The deadline to complete that survey or provide your feedback utilizing that survey is Monday, February 28th at 6 p.m. And it's so important that you provide your feedback because the next superintendent of Pinellas County Schools will be the leader of the district, working with the board. So here I'm going to click the downloadable timeline for the superintendent search. Here you can see all of the planning that has occurred so far and what will be planned for the rest of the search tentatively, unless there are any changes made, which are discussed at school board work sessions. So January 25th, the school board had initial discussions regarding the superintendent search and the timeline. Since then, there have been several meetings in between. This timeline also includes when focus groups have occurred with both administrative staff, instructional staff, support professionals, as well as our community forums. As you can see, it says Florida School Boards Association. Florida School Boards Association is helping the school board conduct the superintendent search. They are the ones who are also facilitating the community forums. I also think it's important to share that the survey is being paid for by Pinellas Education Foundation. However, it's an independent research company that allows or that has helped create the survey with the board's feedback, and the survey is anonymous. So I mentioned earlier that some community forums have taken place already. February 23rd, there was one at Pinellas Park with a remote participation option at Oak Grove Middle School. February 24th, there was one held at Countryside High with a virtual or remote option at Tarpon Springs High School. The last community forum will occur February 28th at 6 p.m. at St. Petersburg High School in the cafeteria. If you would like remote viewing access or participation, that's available at Lakewood High School at 6. So if you would like to appear in person, you can go to St. Petersburg High School and you'll see representatives from Florida School Board Association. You'll have an opportunity to participate in person. If it's more convenient, you can go to Lakewood High School where you'll have the opportunity to log on a computer and appear virtually via Zoom. So by March 3rd, the goal is to have all of the results from the survey provided to board members. And then March 10th, there will be a board work session where We discussed the minimum or preferred qualifications, qualities, and characteristics of a superintendent, the salary range, the length of contract to be offered, different ways that we'd like to have the application process or advertise. So again, this information is available on the pcsb.org /superintendent search website. And then there's spring break. So I'm going to allow you all, if you'd like to reference this document in the future, you can go to pcsb.org /superintendent search. Now, going further down, there's a goal of May 3rd being the day where there's a board meeting to identify the finalists. This will allow for board members to provide questions to the finalists and schedule additional interviews as needed. May 10th, 11th, and 12th will be the finalist on-site interviews, where school board members can meet individually and collectively to interview our finalists. May 17th, the board meeting will be held to select the superintendent and have discussions. And then May 18th, the contract negotiations will begin. So by late May, early June, the tentative day or deadline to have a board meeting and approve the contract with an effective start date. That's still to be determined, but that's around the time frame that we have scheduled to complete this task. And then June 2022, the transition period begins. So this was last revised by the board February 15th, 2022. Again, this is also on this website, pcsb.org /superintendent search. Something else that you might find interesting or helpful when reviewing or looking at what's going on with the superintendent search is viewing this timeline. All of the audio recordings from the work sessions are published or posted to this page, as well as the documents that are reviewed during those meetings. So looking at January 18th, that was the initial board workshop where we had a discussion regarding this. And then January 25th, that's when we had more discussions regarding the timeline, key decisions, community involvement. So again, all of that information is available on this page. Something else that's also helpful for you to know if you plan on participating in the community forum virtually, you can go to this page and then select virtual forum Zoom link and then type in the password PCSB and you'll have access. You can do this from your home, from your computer, whatever method is more appropriate for you. Again, as I mentioned earlier, February 28th, there's an in-person community forum held at St. Petersburg High School, 6 p.m. in the cafeteria with remote participation available at Lakewood High School. So let's see. I am going to make the screen larger. Let me try it again. I just lost my page. All right, so I just learned that you could not see the PDF that I was showing you. So I'll go back to the page, pcsb.org /superintendent search. And right here highlighted, or what I'm toggling over, is the downloadable file that you can view. is the downloadable file that you can do. Okay, let's see if there are any questions at this time. Well, that concludes this little information session that I wanted to provide to you all just so you can have access or know how to find the information regarding the superintendent search. Again, the South County Community Forum will be held February 28th, 6 p.m. at St. Petersburg High School with a virtual remote location at Lakewood High School. Also, something coming up that I'll be hosting March 28th at 7:30 is a State of Education and Mental Health Town Hall. And we'll have several guest speakers weighing in and providing information about how we can best support students and families and teachers during this time. So thank you very much for attending. Again, this video has been streamed or supported by Teaching for the Culture. Thank you very much for allowing us to share information regarding the superintendent search. Thank you. Have a good evening.